Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on with Z.A.T.O. I know it's been a while. I've basically just been inundated with work. Have you noticed any changes in how you perceive time or space? No. Are you experiencing any unusual patterns in your thoughts or dreams? No. Do you ever feel like you're watching yourself from outside your own body? No. Have you found yourself remembering things that didn't happen to you? No. Have you seen anything lately that no one else seemed to notice? No. Are you being honest with me? And if you answered yes to any of these questions, please call now in the number listed below. You may be entitled to a settlement, etc, etc. Okay, are there any places, people, or ideas that you're fixated on lately? Yes. Can you name them? Ira. Sending my message to the universe. What message? A love confession. A love confession? Yes. I will confess my love to the world. I'm very close to achieving the right signal strength. Signal strength? Are you using a radio? No, I don't need one. My will is enough. I see. Let's continue then. Does the world around you feel balanced or like it's trying to become balanced? Yes. Why do you feel that? Isn't it obvious? Please elaborate. This is me after every day of work. Lev pops a pill into his mouth while waiting for my answer. Ira. Everything that she's gone through. It's the result of the world's correcting itself. She caused a shift in my predetermined path. Then when she disappeared from school, irregularities kept building up. In Marina, in her own family, and many other people. She caused a huge distortion in the world. So, she had to be assimilated into the greater stream. She had to, before any more damage could be caused. My voice isn't as stable as it should be. I glance in the corner. That's me in the corner, losing my Ira Khrushchevskaya. Marina sitting there expressionless. When Lev came home, he found both of us in the bedroom. I don't know how much time had passed by then. This questioning I'm in the middle of right now has been going on for a while. So that's how you see it. The way he talks is very monotone. I'm not bothered by that. Perhaps I'm also being a little too calm. Is that wrong? Not entirely. He runs a hand through his hair, looking down at his notes. You're correct in that reality is always pursuing the status quo. But what happened to Ira is not directly related to the system rebalancing itself. The dev notes got updated. The newest dev notes, no Ira. Ira got patched out of the game, not in response to her at least. What do you mean? It's the unfortunate result of her condition. She's been deteriorating for some time. The process has simply accelerated as of recent. Our efforts? He shoots a wary look at his sister. We were only delaying the inevitable. Actually, I've been meaning to ask you, this medicine, what does it do exactly? It's a kind of a downer, just like me. It dulls pattern recognition and placates emotional responses. Emotional responses? You can't unsee what you've already noticed. The parts of yourself that have already degraded won't recover. But the drug will prevent you from spotting new patterns, or at least lower their prominence. It also dulls the stress you feel from observing such things. Sounds rather useful. Why would Ira stop taking it then? She had her reasons. It's because she was in love, Asya. The drug made her not feel love, and what's a life without love? Is it worth living? Ira believed that what she saw in the code was the truth, unpleasant as it was. Not being able to perceive that information felt like going blind. Oh, okay, so it's not about love, it's just about the truth or whatever. There's also the emotional factor. The medicine doesn't just dull negative feelings, it dulls all of them. You can't remove intense despair without removing intense joy or happiness. It's a double-edged sword. You can imagine why she wouldn't want that. But Marina said she stopped feeling emotions due to her condition. So all along it was the drug? It's not so simple. Marina's psyche really did change irreversibly. Sadly, the pills have just solidified certain side effects. How much of it is one or the other, I can't tell you. Do you really believe it's irreversible? Nothing to suggest otherwise. Well actually, right before Ira disappeared, she came back for a moment. Meaning? Her eyes, everything about her, it's like she managed to bring back her old self for a second. It was Ira, the one I knew. The person. She was looking right at me. You don't believe me? It's not that I think you're lying, but what you perceive might not have been the objective reality. Why wouldn't it be? I'm just making assumptions based on your answers. However, there's a high probability that you possess a similar level of code sensitivity to Marine and Ira. But it's a strange case. Despite everything pointing to you having a high pattern awareness, you don't seem mentally distraught. Perhaps your willingness to indulge in delusions has something to do with it. Delusions? Don't be alarmed, it's pretty common among those susceptible to the code. Though whether they manifest into actual distortions varies from case to case. I'm sorry, but you're deciding this based on some questionnaire? Based on your answers to the 140 questions defined by the protocol, namely the questions relating to your childhood. It's true that faulty memory might be to blame, but there are some inconsistencies, let's call them that. You can't know that. With all due respect, sir. And well, we keep a record of certain incidents, so I do know little. Huh? Just lay off her already. That's the first time I've heard Marina's voice since it's Ira's merging. It's harsh and raspy. I was there too, you know. Ira came back, I think. But it was brief, and she was unresponsive. This guy is so done with, like, everything. Interesting. You sure your own symptoms aren't making a return? I'm not delusional. I tried to make it work. I can't. Not to that degree. Good. Good. Wait. What do you mean not to that degree? Forget it. Doesn't matter anymore. Are you talking about the book? The one that was displaced? So she was trying to make herself believe, or try to make herself be delusional with that. Marina grimaces and closes her eyes. Maybe Ira was onto something. Maybe I should stop taking this crap. Don't even think about it. She scoffs in response. Lev pops another pill. What was I talking about? The return to stability. Ira doesn't have anything to do with it. It's the whole city. Everything is returning to null. Huh? Distortions caused by individual people are nothing in comparison to the ones produced by the research complex. They encompass Vorkuta 5's entire area. So that means the city will undergo correction, or rather it's being corrected as we speak. The process started weeks ago, maybe even earlier. Our detection tools aren't perfect, so it's hard to say. But the local algorithms have become severely unstable. You must have noticed. We're giving it a week at most with the code's current rate of degradation. Is that when they said like a bird flies by the window? Because it's like winter, right? And they're like, oh shit, a bird flew by the window and it's winter. At this point, there's nothing we can do, but we can make it easier on ourselves. How so? Lev moves a pill bottle towards me. Everyone will eventually develop the symptoms. Your family should be prepared. But why isn't the town being evacuated? It won't change anything. It's not about the area, it's about the causes of distortion. In one way or another, everyone here is tied to the complex. We're all complicit. Please take this medicine. It should help. With what? She seems pretty fine. I thank you, but I don't need it. These negative effects you mention, I don't experience any of that. You say that now, but it will get significantly worse. Even for you, it's very likely. I don't mind. The things you're describing, it seems like you're really afraid of them. I understand why. But after seeing what happened to Ira, I don't think dissipating into the greater world is all that bad. Now let your parents have it. The medication? Yes, if you don't want to take it, fine. But let them have that choice. They're probably already... Just take it. I put the medicine into my apron pocket. Both siblings see me to the exit. So both of you knew this was coming for a while. Lev nods. Then if you knew this was inevitable, why did you try to keep Ira alive anyway? Wouldn't you? Yes, I would. Alright, so they're not homunculuses. They're glitches in the world. So that's how you are. A winding path that endlessly erases its own curves. That's how I chose to understand you, but I was wrong, of course. It's an inoffensively simplistic way of thinking. I believed you were indiscriminately filing down each little imperfection, that every little bump was a slight of equal proportion. Can you imagine? I should have known you're better than that. I really believed that my free will was an affront to you, as if my actions were worthy of your acknowledgement. So from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I thought so little of you. How have I not realized it before? At the end of the day, everyone's existence is full of little insults. We're an ungrateful species. No matter how good we have it, we'll always be thinking of what ifs. That's why I always say people should stop thinking about what ifs and start thinking about what nows. So would you really go out of your way to punish every person on the planet? Smite every conscious life form in the universe? Please. Please. All of these little violations are no different from the meaningless barrage of insults I hurl at myself. It's all white noise. It's all just pinpricks. For something to rouse you, it would need to be truly unforgivable. In action, a being that's so rotten to its very core. aka, I forgot his name. That's how much I hate him. The research center. The place whose entire existence is a sin. The place that contaminates everything around it like a plague. The town, the people, the reality around. Everything is infected. Everything's impure. Really, you have no choice but to erase it. The city's not a pinprick, it's an open wound. Thank goodness it's healing. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Ah, sorry. Looks like I still wish you'd wait a little longer. I still hope that you let this gash fester some more. It's a horrible thing to say, but please wait out just a bit. My words can't reach you yet, you see. They're close, but they're still failing short of piercing through the atmosphere. However, my signal's gotten very strong. I feel that from now on, it will accumulate strength on its own. So please, let me look at you for a little while. Let me gather a little more love in my heart. I don't need much, just enough for my signal to go through. I know it's a preposterous request, especially after everything I've done. You have your own full right to decline, but I promise this is the last thing I will ever ask of you. Please listen to my message. So, another group of scientists in a sci-fi story go and fuck up the world. And another group of, kids have to go and save it. The end! Oh, it's the end of episode 2. Let's fucking go. Now it's time for Asia's story. I think I need to click. Oh, there we go. Today was a good day. Isn't that a silly sentence? You hear it all the time, but no one seems to realize how dumb it sounds. I guess it's one of those common tautologies like close proximity or end results. It's not that I'm irritated by it. I actually find it rather sweet. Or when people say that, like when they lost something and then they find it, they're like, oh, it was in the last place I looked. Yeah, buddy, duh. But even so, you should remember that each day is inherently good. Even if you feel a bit under the weather, it's a good day. Even if you miss somebody really badly, it's a good day. Even if everything around you is changing in a way you fail to understand, it's a good day. The fleeting feelings of a human can't change the day's intrinsic qualities, can they? Yeah, but a human's intrinsic feelings are all the world is, right? The fleeting feeling of a human, your subjectivity, the way you accept the world, that is your world. And is there actually a world beyond the one that you ascribe meaning to? Still, I think I'm justified in saying that today because I'm drawing a comparison, you see. Today is good, obviously, there's no other way to define it. But tomorrow will be even better. Tomorrow from 10:30 to 11, the sun will rise. Tomorrow at 10:30, the polar night will finally come to an end. Tomorrow at 10:30, I will be where I need to be. I can't wait. I can't wait. Your friend's not here today. Who? Who do you think? Your Pitbull then. Hey, that's spot on. The bright electric light above my head stopped blinding me. My eyes don't hurt or water. It's white, pure artificial white, but there's no power in it, no substance to speak of. Nothing to affect me with. It's as good as non-existent. Yeah, you don't have a boyfriend, right, Shabina? Why is that? Dude, look at her. Be real. Haha, bro. Come on, don't say that. What, you want to be your boyfriend? Hey, Shabina, want to go out with Igor? There's nothing I can be affected with. The light? No, I'm not looking at the light. There's no light to look at. The tundra outside stretches for all eternity, but it's not like a sphere, it's like a corridor, an eternity with clearly defined margins. Funny how that's possible at all. You're just so full of contradictions. It's very cute. You know, that's good. It would be pretty selfish if you stopped doing your homework altogether, yeah? We all rely on you, you know? Yeah, you're the best. You're so smart. What would we do without you? Haha, hear that? The people need you, Shabina. We'll forgive you this time, just don't get used to it. The tundra is an endless corridor. The city stretches its dimensions to their limit. This means the ceiling is only as low as the city allows it to be. The sky is only as tall as the city's tallest points. It's as if everything was set up for me from the start. Unlikely, but it's nice to think about it that way. A bird flies past the window again and again. I used to count, but now I've stopped. I close my eyes and feel the hardwood of the chair beneath me. Where do the ducks go during the winter in New York City? Answer me. I'm Asya. Asya is my name. It only took 2 days. It's been 2 days since I visited Marina's apartment. The time flew by so fast, yet each hour felt like a year. I don't know how it works. A lot of the things I've been pushing to the farthest corners of my mind have become harder to deny. Not that I have a reason to deny them. There's nothing bad about people casting shadows at irregular angles, or sounds and voices coming from the wrong direction, or branches moving the exact same way in sync, or memories replaying themselves differently each time, or me doing things I've already done but never noticing it in the moment, only after. It's alright. Everything is falling into place. The schoolyard looks okay. Still cold, still loud, with kids still shooting snowballs from the hill. Though I'm not sure what they're throwing them at. The light is slightly off, it's a little too blue. Was it always this blue? It's a beautiful color. Vadim! That's his name! Marina and Vadim are just around the corner. They're both smoking. It's you. Marina. She doesn't talk. I see. How's your family? What a pitiful face. I unbutton my coat and pull the small bottle out of my apron. I don't know why I said bottle that way. Here. Huh? Mom refused to take it. Then force her. I can't. What about you? I don't want them. Vadim takes the medicine from my hand. He dry swallows 2 pills right away. Marina, hey. He taps her shoulder. She looks at him dazed. See this? Okay? Takes a cigarette out of her mouth and passes it to me. I don't smoke. Just hold it. He tries to open Marina's mouth a bit wider to slip the pill in. For a moment it seems like she won't resist. Say ah. She shakes her head and slaps Vadim's hands away. He smiles faintly. My eyes sting. I give the cigarette back to him. I'm sorry. I hug her and she hugs me back. Her hand reaches up and pats my hair. There's nothing to that gesture. It's like she moves on autopilot. That's okay. That's okay. It's gonna be okay. Time to unfuck the world again. The television is still on. I hear its quiet murmur from the living room. It was on in the morning too. It was on yesterday. When was the last time it was off? I stand still by the glazed door. The matted glass makes it impossible to make anything out. All I can see is the bright glow of the TV framing my father's shadow. I don't want to open the door. I'm not going to open the door, but it's already half ajar. Mom isn't anywhere else in the flat. Are you a half ajar kind of person or a half full ajar kind of person? I'm sorry. She must be in there. Yesterday she kept asking me where Dad was again and again. I didn't tell her, but her sheets were all over the floor when I came back, as if she crawled out of bed, then made her way towards the noise, towards the living room. Mom? Mom! Mom. I should come in and talk to her. To them. My hand reaches towards the handle. The TV, what's that program? I don't think I can recognize the sound of it. It seems familiar, like a regular news broadcast, but I can't understand a single word. I close the door. I can still hear it faintly. It's okay. My breath is a little uneven. Why? It's okay. Sunrise is tomorrow, right? Right? I'm Asya. Tomorrow's the best day of my life. Tomorrow. My eyes snap open. What's the hour? I turn on the lamp. Ah, okay. I wound up my alarm clock before bed, but that turned out to be unnecessary. In the end, I didn't get a wink of sleep. My heart wouldn't stop beating out of my chest and my head buzzed like crazy. Ugh, what a mess. It was like that the night before the school trip too. It's really inconvenient. Oh well, I feel much calmer now. I wonder why. It's day X after all. Maybe it's a kind of acceptance? Yeah, I suppose. Whatever happens, happens. It's a dim winter morning. I sit in the kitchen waiting for the tea to brew. I've already ripped the top sheet off the calendar. December 28th. Just 3 days before New Year's. 3 days. I totally forgot to get a present for my parents. There's been so much stuff going on, it really slipped my mind. Blech. I'm just making excuses. I don't think you're making excuses. It's the end of the world and or just for Kuda 5. Not that it matters now, but I stand up. Suddenly I feel inclined to do something I really shouldn't. I know it's bad, but if I don't check for it now, then it'll be very sad, I think. I grab a stool and drag it to the big wardrobe in the hallway. I found the spot by accident while looking for something a couple years ago. Up on the highest shelf behind the shoe boxes is where they hide my birthday presents, and the ones for New Year's, I assume. I've never checked the place after discovering it. Even though I was really curious sometimes, I didn't want to ruin the surprise. But this time... I see it. A colorful wrapper. For a second, I hesitate. This is it. This is my New Year's gift. I feel so wrong looking at it early. But... My hand reaches out and grabs the package. I giddily climb down from the stool. To my room. I don't want to tear the wrapping paper, so it takes a few minutes to open. Whatever is inside feels soft. No, not really. Is it? Oh, I see. It's both hard and soft. 2 whole presents. Wow. First is the hardcover journal. I peek inside. Whoa. The paper is so good quality. It even has a little introduction page for me to write my name on. Man, I really feel like writing something now. This is so cool. Huh? The first page? The one right after the introduction? It's missing. I didn't notice it at first, but upon closer look, it definitely seems like someone tore it out. But why? The other part of the present. I hold a pair of mittens in my hand. They're soft cream color with a neat red pattern on the cuff. I put them on. They're really warm. I pat my face with them. Hee. I stare down at the presents I've opened too early. I should write something in the journal, but I don't. I don't have the time. I can't come up with a poem this quickly, and it takes me a while to draw anything good. Not that I'm all that good at drawing in the first place. What do I do? Right, thank you! What do I do? I need to finish my tea, I need to go soon. Damn it, anything will do. I can't leave the journal blank. Mom wanted me to write in it, she wanted me to have it, she bought it, she wrapped it into a pretty paper, and she hoped I liked it. I like it! I really like it. I'm going to use it, I'm going to write in it for as long as I can. I'm going to write about how much I like it. And I'll write about how cool the hardcover is and how smooth the paper feels. And I'll write about how soft and pretty the mittens are. I thought she gave up knitting a long time ago. Well, maybe I just didn't notice, didn't care to ask. That's probably the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I never talked to you as much as I should have. Have we ever talked? We have, right? I'm not sure. I'll apologize to you again and again. I'll write 2 pages of apologies, no 3. And I'll write about how grateful I am to you. I'll thank you many times. There has to be at least as many thank yous as there are sorries. I still need to write more. That's okay, I've got more to say. I'll write how much I love you too. That's gonna be a lot. It's gotta be I'll list everything that I love about you. It'll be a little difficult at first, as embarrassing as that is to admit, but I'll try. I'll really try. I love your cooking. Well, to be perfectly honest, I never liked the meals too much, but watching you cook always felt so nice. And I love when you talk about something with a smile. I can't remember the last time that happened, but I know it did and it made me happy. I love how pretty you are, especially when you put on that dress. You know, the flowery one. And I love how you ask me about my day and what I would like from the store. And I love it when you call me Big Pop. My face is red from how hard I'm thinking. My head's starting to hurt. Why is it so hard to come up with this stuff? Isn't it wrong? Shouldn't these things come naturally? Doesn't that make me a terrible child? It's like there's this border in my head I just can't cross. All I can reach is the most surface level observations, as if everything beyond my immediate surroundings is swallowed up by an impenetrable darkness. It's like my memories are... Ah, that's right. Of course that would make sense. I look down at the notebook. Despite my reservations, I've managed to exhaust a good dozen pages. Skimming them now, my grammar isn't very good. It was never that bad, was it? Perhaps it's time I stopped. My hands feel sore. I shake my wrist and glance up at the clock. Crap. I really need to go. But it did feel so nice to write here. This really is a wonderful present. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I love you. Signed. Asya. Signed Asya. My name is Asya. I close the book and grab the mints I've left on the bed. They're really lovely too. Of course I'll wear them. I gotta get dressed. The tea must be cold by now, but that's for the best. I'll just down it quickly. Then I'll brush my teeth, brush my hair, make myself look decent, and then I'll be on my way. Luckily it doesn't take that long. Coffee break? I slip into my Valenki and take a last look down the hallway. The door to the living room is still closed. There are no shadows on the other sides. Just quiet static. I think that's okay. Goodbye everyone. I leave my apartment. The door closes itself behind me. Everything is so quiet. It's still pretty early, I suppose. It's Sunday too. I went to school yesterday, which means it's Sunday. People don't get up early on the weekend, so that's why there aren't any. Any weekend? That's a good explanation, even if it's wrong. Even if I know why nobody's around. It's really true. The wound is closing. Soon the world will heal. The sky is a lovely muted indigo. I wish the street lamps weren't on so that I could see it a little bit better. The sun will have already come up by the time they're off. A pity, but... There's also a lot of charms to how these streets look at this time of day, especially with all of the New Year's decorations. It's just that I seem to have grown a little tired of the dark. Don't worry, it's only a little. I like how the yellow lights contrast with the blue. I like how snowflakes flicker under burning beams. I like how snow mounds shimmer when they're just outside the rings of light. Actually, I want to get a better view. Can I really do this? I don't see why not. I look both ways, more out of habit than genuine caution. It's not like we had tons of cars driving through here before. Did we? I mean, everything's pretty close, so the cars driving past were mostly outsiders coming in and out of the city. We didn't get too many of those, I believe. Wait, wasn't the city kind of like walled off? Like you couldn't get out of the city without like a permit or something? Maybe you can just go into the city? Oh, I'd never noticed the people here. That's how it should have been, logically speaking. I bet that's how it was. I'm sorry, my head has been getting pretty foggy. Please bear with me. I quickly walk into the middle of the road. Bam! Isekai Asya.